Alright guys, it's time for part 2 of my surf club transfer. I went ahead and made my little 5x7 this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second part, which includes the van today. Let's see. This is how it comes in a big transfer like this. I already cut it in half, obviously, because I used this part. Today we're gonna use the van. So first off, we're gonna cut it. This has 3 different sections. We're gonna be layering the van to get it that old vintage look. There's a line here for you to cut across. Don't worry if you're not a great cutter and it's a little off. It'll still work just perfect. So here's our 3 layers. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and start with the bottom layer. And then you would put the top layer over it. And then your wheels. So I think I'm gonna go for it somewhere in the middle. Just wanna kind of get an idea of where I'm going to place all of this stuff. Hi, Vicky. I'm not sure about this. I actually just got a new transfer from my vintage truck add-ons. It's huge. I don't know if you guys can see all of this, but I really love, right down here they have the Bayside Surf Company and some really cool surfboards. So I might actually cut those out and use them on this board as well. That's what's great about these designs. You can intertwine any transfer you want and make really custom designs. You don't have to follow the transfer exactly as it comes. Oh, FYI guys, if you guys hear some weird noise in the background, my dryer's on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out real quick just in case I decide to use these instead of the surfboards that come in the surf club transfer. There's actually a really cute little Surf's Up design on here too. So we'll cut that out as well. Like I said, these add-ons are really awesome. I don't know if most of you have been following me, but that vintage truck, I used it so much in the past few months that I can't wait to add all my summer stuff to the bed of that truck. So now that I got more pieces to play with, let's go ahead and get started. See, look at how cute these ones are. Put that on top of the truck. Okay, so let's put all these aside for now and get started on our truck. Okay, first off is the bottom. My board is nice and clean. I'm gonna do a light pink. My daughter picked this color. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this. Okay, so take a look at my chalk. See how it's kind of chunky and not really a smooth consistency? I'm just gonna take some regular water, spray it inside, and stir this up until it's a nice, smooth, creamy texture, almost like a sour cream yogurt consistency. Because if it's thick and clumpy, it will clog your silk screen and your image will pull up and it won't come out nice. So let's stir this up real quick. Okay, it's still a little clunky. I haven't used this one in a little bit. Next time I'll be a little more prepared and have this ready. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go about here. So here's my fuzzing paper. We're gonna put that out. You always want to fuzz your transfers before you put them on your board because they will stick and you won't be able to pull it up. So we're gonna fuzz. Fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Hi, Donna. I can't really see who's on, so if I don't say hi, I apologize, but my camera is facing the board. I'm gonna say this is about even. Make sure you lay it nice flat. You want to rub out all the bubbles because if you have any air bubbles in there, the paste will spread and then your image will not come out very clear. Okay, so let's take our pink, add it all over. So remember smearing your putting your chalk on. You can put as little or as much as you like. I like to put a lot because you're not going to waste it. In the end, you're going to end up scraping all that excess off anyways and putting it back into your jar. So don't worry if you think you're putting too much on your transfer. You're not wasting it, believe me. You can just wipe it all back up and put it back in your jar. Smooth. Okay. Now we're going to take the corners. You want to pull from the corners to get an even pull so you don't stretch your silk screen. So here's the bottom. Now we're going to place our transfer straight into our water bath. Water bath is basically a pan of water to rinse the transfer immediately after you're done so that that chalk paste doesn't dry onto your silk screen and clog it. You want these transfers to be reusable as much as you can, so you want to take care of them. Okay, so we're going to leave that in there. Since we're going to be doing a lot of layering, we need to make sure that this paste dries properly so it doesn't pull up when you add the next layer. So I'm going to add a little bit of the blow dryer, kind of help with this process. Drying. Oh, see, I touched it. It's not quite dry yet. But don't worry, we're gonna add fix that up later. So while this one is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and add the details to some other stuff. So let's get our trees. I think I'm gonna do the trees in the front and in the back of our van. So same process. Take off your transfer, fuzz it nice. I'm gonna do it down here since my board is up. Go ahead and add our tree. Actually, I think I'm going to add it a little higher. That's down nice and smooth. Let's take our green. Our green actually looks pretty good, so no worries here. And just add, and smear it out. This is probably one of the biggest surface boards that I've worked on, so bear with me with adding all these details. I don't think I've done a project quite this big yet, and I definitely have not done anything this big or long on a live. Trying to get out of my comfort zone for sure. Okay, so got the green done. Gonna go ahead and pull this tree up. Looks good. Since I'm gonna do it on the back side of the bus, our van, I'm not gonna wash it immediately. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it right down where I need it and continue with the process. Try to line it up somewhat the same height as the other one, but if you're off, hey, you're off. No biggie. So let's do the same thing. Add your paste. And with these darker shade paste, don't be afraid or nervous that your transfer gets pretty much dyed. They'll bleed onto your transfer and it looks like it's ruined and it won't come clean, but it works just as well as if you just opened it. So don't worry about it. It just, the pigment in the paste will dye it. The first time I did it, I thought I ruined it. Okay, let's pull this side up. Okay, now that I'm done with the tree, I'll put that in my water bath and try to wipe some of that green paste off so it doesn't dye my transfer so much. this too in between your projects actually lets your paste dry a little bit on your board, so take your time. Okay, so far I'm liking the way it looks. Let's add a little more heat to this. I feel like the bus is probably completely dry by now, so we can go ahead and add the next one to it. Okay, let's see. Going to do Bayside or just regular Surf Club. I'm not sure. Go ahead and do the top part of the bust. So here is the more vintage look. We're gonna do this, and I think I'm gonna do it in a gray instead of the white. Get this one buzzed. We're just gonna kind of line this up freehand. It goes about here. And then let's get our gray. This is actually called Storm. And we'll go ahead and do this. Okay. Get all that extra back into your container. Hope that the pink was dry enough and it doesn't pull up. So far so good. Just gonna continue wiping that one a little bit more. All the chalk off. Okay, so our next step is, oh, close is done. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and work on the top. I'm going to add these surfboards that came from my vintage truck add-on instead of the surfboard that comes in the Surf Club transfer, just because I like the beach ball and because there's 3 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one instead. since there's 3 surfboards, I'm gonna pick out another color. How about this bright yellow? Because I wasn't quite ready for 3 of them. Okay. So let's line these up onto our roof. I'm gonna actually have it hang off a little bit.
No, I cannot sleep at home.
Okay. Got those. So I'm gonna start off with this guava color. Stir it up. Okay, so this one's gonna be guava. Oh my gosh, it got so quiet. I didn't realize how loud that dryer was. Alright, guava's done. Let's do turquoise in the center, which is a teal. It's called a Couture teal. And then our last one will be this bright yellow, which is called Bumblebee. Last one will be our bright white for the beach ball. Okay. All right, let's see. Good. We had a little yellow on the beach ball, but oh well. That's fine. Okay. Now that that's done, let's move on to our tires. Our van needs some tires. I think I'm gonna go with a white tire, maybe with a little pink in it, or should we just go all white? Let's go with some white tires. Okay, let's add our tires in here. Go with white. Into the bath. I love how this bus is coming out. Looks super cute. I wish I would have scooted it over a little bit to where that tree was not blocking it. I might go over it and make this right here branch come over the bus or van, because I'm just not really loving it how it looks like that. Now let's add our Bayside Surf Company. Okay. Now we're going to add this right here. And this one I'm going to do different colors. I think I'm going to start with this teal on the top. And then add a little pink. And then how about gray on the bottom? Okay. Now, so I don't get just a straight line with these colors, I'm going to go ahead and blend them together so it's not such a rough line down the center. We'll just blend these colors together. Okay, now same with the gray. Wipe my fingers. Okay, let's see how that turned out. I need a little more on the top here because it took me a little while to do that process. The chalk dried up a little bit. There. Perfect. Okay. Get that washed. Okay, our next step will be let's add the original since 1969. We can either put it up here or down here. I'm thinking right up here with the Bayside. But in the meantime, I want to show you, I don't know if you can tell right here, some of the teal got on the tree. I wanted to show you how easy it is just to clean that up. Just grab yourself, I just use a Q-tip, whatever, and you can just gently scrape it. Right off. And then if you want, get a wet Q-tip and you can just clean it up and it's gone. So was easy. Let's try this out. And add our last little piece to the top. I actually want to add this cute little surfs up somewhere too. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the corner or right across the bottom. What do you guys think? Let's add this. I'm gonna go with straight white for this. Okay, and now the surf's up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it right across the van. And maybe down here. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and do it up here. Up in the corner. Okay. So I'm still getting kind of annoyed by my tree over here that is half on the bus or van and half under it. So I think I'm going to try to line my bottom one back up and make it go completely over the van. Or I'm gonna see what this looks like first. So because I don't like it sticking behind the van, let's see if I can just pull this out and pretend it's not even there. So now you only see that tiny bit of green right here where I kind of messed up on the front of the bus. So actually I could probably just fix the, I don't know why I keep saying bus, the van. So, what do you guys think so far? I think it came out really cute. I'm going to fix this part of the bus really quick and then we'll be all done. trying to dry off the transfer so it doesn't get too wet and bleed onto the part that I've already completed. Okay. So I'm just gonna line this right back up from where we were before. And I only need to redo this front part. So I'm not gonna do the entire fan. I'm just gonna cover up that tree that I don't like and redo the front where I messed up with my finger. And there we go. Okay, so we are all finished. Thank you guys for watching. Hope it wasn't too long, but like I said, this is the first time I've done a project this big, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you guys. Thank you.